Hey everyone! Wait a second. There's an intruder in our midst, and it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. That's right. Today we're talking about thumbs. Now, it's no secret that thumbs are quite different from the other four fingers, and thumbs can be quite make or break. If you think about it, you can have a green thumb if you're good at gardening, but you can also be all thumbs if you're kind of clumsy at something. At the piano, this versatile appendage has quite an important role, and it can be really useful to think about it specifically and how it can work with and against our other fingers. So today, I've gathered exercises from several Tonebase artists that are focused on increasing our awareness, agility, and flexibility with this funny little finger. Is it even a finger? But before we keep going, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, no matter where you are on your piano learning journey, whether you're just starting out or you've been playing for decades, the Tonebase Premium Library has a ton of interesting and important content that you definitely want to check out. By the way, there's a really cool new feature where you can actually take a little quiz that assesses your current pianistic level and then offers you a tailored course just for you, based on your strengths and weaknesses and what you want to improve as a pianist. Be sure to check the link in the description below or click right up here to get started. So stop twiddling your thumbs and let's get to it.
The thumb is a very problematic finger. First of all, it is heavier than the others. It naturally folds in a different direction from the rest of the fingers. While this fold in this direction, the thumb goes here. It should be brought in line with the other fingers, otherwise there will be an accent every time the thumb is played. Sometimes the music asks for the thumb to be heavy, like this passage in Bartók's sonata, which is fingered by the composer to be played with the thumb alone. One good way to feel the lightness and the flexibility of the thumb is to keep it rounded. Make letter O. This is the shape of the thumb, which is ideal.
Every finger has three joints. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's look at the thumb. 1, 2. Uh-oh. Where's the third joint? Well, it's right here. You see, it's hidden in the wrist. So the thumb has three joints, actually. Now notice it occupies almost half of our hand. It's a very important finger, needless to say. So I devised the following exercise, which helps flex the thumb. I depress all the black keys here and leave the middle C empty and depress the black keys here. See? And I'm on the pad of my fingers, never on the tip. I'm on the pad of my fingers, and I take the thumb. See how the third joint is moving? And I do all kinds of exercises that I didn't even write down. The students have to make up the exercises themselves. For example, then I include the black note. Now, when I do, for example, 1 and 3, all these black notes are centered in the key bed. I'm resting in the key bed. I call this grounded. See, the arm and the whole body is grounded on these black notes.
Now we'll practice bringing the thumb onto the keys. So each time we play the thumb, we're going to bring the whole hand in fact it's the whole arm, forward. So we'll start with the left hand and with the thumb on the white notes, so the whole hand a little bit forwards. And then we're going to come back and then forwards for the thumb. And in the right hand, start with the thumb, whole hand forwards, and then come back a little bit. And you can do that at your own tempo, you can do it hands together, and you can develop it as much as you want and put it into practice in some of your pieces.
When we're playing arpeggios over more than one octave, we want to think about our hand in the same way that we open a fan to cool us on a summer day. In other words, you press a button, you trigger something, you use your thumb, and your hand opens up. So similarly with C major, when we're playing C major, and I cross over, and I play my thumb, we want our hand to open up right into position, instead of something like this. You know, we want our hand to really emulate that of a fan. That just immediately goes to the notes. Right when you twist your hand back, that's when the notes are all ready. So you can practice that by simply taking your thumb with C major. You can play the turn, the C and G, and then really practice the opening and closing of the hand, just like a fan.
Thanks for joining us on this in-depth exploration of all the things that our thumb can do at the piano. And if you made it this far, you definitely get 2 thumbs up from me. I swear, if I do one more thumb pun in this video. If you like what you saw today, you can watch these courses in full and many, many more on the Tonebase Premium platform. Over there, you can find more courses on your thumb, your hand, your wrist, every part of your arm that's important for piano playing and beyond, as well as in-depth guides with fundamental principles of piano playing. Be sure to check the link in the description below or click right up here. And if you want to stay up to date with more fun and informative piano content, definitely subscribe to the channel and like this video. It helps us out so much. It's super fun for me to be able to share in this piano-loving community that we're creating on this channel, and we are super appreciative of everybody who subscribes and who joins us on this journey. I'm Robert Fleitz from Tonebase, and I'll see you next time.